Ashley.
I'm Jackson.
What team are you guys?
We are team.
We're the bubble blowing babies.
Our game. Yeah. We think our game and its intro speaks for itself, so we'd rather just play it directly because it does it more justice than we could with our words, and you will see.
And then whenever you're ready, press the fight button, not the quit button.
Will it tell us controls?
Yes, it will.
Warning, do not agree with any teenage culture.
My goodness. In the worldwide Taco World Bubble World Championship final round.
What that says. Okay. So we get up here. You're blowing bubbles. The idea is to get it as high as possible, so you want to have higher bubbles than the other team. But if they fall out, he does that. So you don't want that to happen. But yeah, just gonna go for a little bit longer. I'll try hard to the bubble game. Uh-oh. Pretty close.
I'm Val, I'm Kevin, and this is Bubbles Aren't Balloons. This is about the epic war between bubbles and balloons. It's been raging on for years and years, maybe even centuries. And our bubble hero hates balloons and needs to get away from them. Take it away.
Alright, get started here.
So as we'll see.
Not quite, we
Gotta get more air for those balloons, baby.
So, we've successfully gained favor by defeating a lot of balloon animals here, and we've arrived at our god.
And that's it. That's it.
So when we start our game, you will see a QR code pop up, and there will be a little bubble Tamagotchi-like being on your desktop. And you all need to send him information to keep him alive. So scan the QR code, and then you'll be able to send announcements or ask questions to other people in the room, and then you can go to the answers tab and you'll be able to answer other people's questions. All right, everyone got your cameras ready?
Yeah.
You guys fast.
Save the bubble, save our bubble friends.
Oh no.
We've got our first question. Oh no, look at how sad our bubble is. Oh, okay, let's type it again. Congrats everyone, you've gotten our bubble friend big enough that they're happy. Yay! Yeah, so then you can answer questions as well and you'll see it pop up. And that's our game. Look at how happy that bubble is. Everyone give yourself a round of applause.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff.
I'm Elise. I did art.
I'm Julia. I did the logo and also rubber ducky.
Oh, Yola, I wrote a narrative.
So we did like a narrative heavy game. It's a dating show. It's like Bubble World's #1 dating show actually. So yeah, like we're just gonna walk you through the whole dating experience. Yeah, let's do it. What's our name? Alright, so our show, we're gonna need 3 contestants. From Ryder. We're gonna start meeting our contestants. Which question should we ask? First. Time for the second round. Last questions.
Just shout out the answer.
Alright, that's a guess. Barso Is it about those feelings or those bees? Alright, Puerto Rico or Costa Rica? It's not the same. Costa Rica, no! Answer goes square. Alright, time for the elimination round. Let's make it awkward. Let's have you eliminate the contestants instead of picking the one that you want.
Who do we get rid of?
Who do we get rid of? Chewy. Chewy.
by myself, so I did solo jam this year, learning Godot. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I wanted to focus on game mechanics really heavily, and so I made a game where you play as a bouncy little bubble, and if you hit any of the red obstacles, you shrink a little because you're getting hurt. Then you collect the soap bottles, and grow. And some areas like this you can't fit in if you're too big, so you gotta shrink down a little bit. But then you run the risk of being kind of knocked around pinball style when you get in those tight spaces. And then I've got some big zones here like this where this is like a foamy area, where as long as you're sitting in the area, you keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so game mechanic wise, I was able to get a lot of stuff done. With the bubble zone, I'm able to, if I was gonna continue this, I could add in a zone that shrinks you down. And the idea is that you'll have areas like off to the right here where you must be a certain size to enter, so you can get bigger or smaller to have to fit through really tiny areas. And the R key resets it all. That's my game.
I guess we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Jade.
I'm Matthew. I'm Zach. And none of us are Sam, who couldn't make it.
Yes, we're gonna be here tonight. Super K.
Yeah, we did that.
So this is our game. It's called We Need to Talk. I'm so glad you asked. It sure is. In fact, would you like to play as one of those characters?
Somebody
Who do you guys feel like you are?
Soapy.
Yeah. But who are you dating?
Thursday.
So the way this kind of functions is like you can click and drag your different options of texts into the Some options are easier to grab than others. Some things are harder to say than others.
Some of the options kind of fall apart. I mean, she's like canonically a famous actress. Like, that makes a lot of sense that she's been busy. So.
Yeah.
This will stop working at some undisclosed. just as a warning.
Like relationships. You're weird for clapping. I don't know if you guys want to talk about like what you did for this part. I did the writing and
I drew everything.
yeah.
And wrote some code.
Yes.
I did some code and audio.
And Sam did more coding and couldn't be here.
He's coding right now.
Our little code monkey's doing so well and we're so proud.
This is about where it starts going.
Alright, I'm Team Vincent. I made a fish tank game called Tanktop. And I wanted to figure out how to do this like transparent window effect. I just thought it would be cool to like have the fish tank be part of your desktop rather than in a separate window. Yeah, so let's start building our fish tank. We're going to start by putting in some water.
I got it.
I spent longer than I should have getting this like rapid pouring thing to work, so I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. Alright, so we'll put in some rocks. You probably don't want to name these fish. They might not last very long. So it takes a little while because I didn't want it to be super stressful, but they will start to get skinny and you have to feed them. But if you overfeed them, they're going to start getting bloated and sick. The water's getting all cloudy too. So let's deal with the water first. The fish are still gonna die. This snake looks good. If you let the tank get too dirty, that will also make them sick. They need more food, yeah. So it's time to bury these fish at sea. Maybe this guy will make it.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm not very optimistic.
You can do it.
Can we see the resize now that it's full?
Like just resize it to fall?
Yeah. With fish.
Oh, sure.
Let's just see the scale.
Oh, okay, so I think I did something wrong in that you can't use the buttons under thing, but version that doesn't have the like resizing ability. It's just a single game window. So I think that's about it.
This game I built is Bubble Brawlers. It's a dueling fighting game between two bubble bros. Superiority. So you take turns attacking each other, trying to stop them from completing their bubble. They try to parry you. They're slow. They get gunned in the face. If you're too quick though, or you're too slow with your attack, you fumble your little needle. So you gotta kind of time it. So I would love if I could have two volunteers, preferably people that maybe have a grudge who want to do it out. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the controls are really simple. You're going to use control and you're going to use number 0. You like hold it to charge up your attack, and to parry, you just press it.
Okay, so I just have to press it like when the attack is coming?
If you're parrying, yeah. You try to anticipate when they're going to release the button to attack. The block goes away after like I think a second. So you can like anticipate. Final round. River blue, here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Oh! And I guess the victory screen didn't trigger, so that's now it gets to the probably game break there. Oh.
Yeah, who's up for a pure spreadsheet simulation? Alright, so this is my NWSL parody. I'm a big women's soccer fan. So you're on a playoff bubble if you're in like the rank right between where you would make the top 50% and the bottom 50%. And so Angel City has this really annoying habit of being able to stay in 6th place the entire season, so you're stressed out the whole time. And I got in this internet argument where somebody was convinced that our front office was engaged in a conspiracy to keep us there to sell tickets. And so I was trying to explain to them that no, that's just how normal Gaussian distribution works. Everything will always float towards the average. That is how statistics work. But like, even then we should have been floating up and down some, but we were just staying in 6th place. It was very strange. And so I was like, all right, what does it actually take to make a simulator where you can actively fix matches, not to win, like you would expect match fixing to go, but to stay in exactly the worst position you can in the middle of the tournament. Oh, and this also involves telling the future, because we were playing Friday games and we would be back in 6th position on the Monday when other people would have games after us. This conspiracy also involved future telling in our front office. Conspiracies are very reasonable things. Yeah, so I ended up writing this simulator in Google Sheets, which you can have an instructions tab of why sharing is so complicated in Google Sheets. And then basically the script just takes whatever score you put in and will randomly generate max results for everyone else, and then you can decide whether you want to go up or down that weekend. Yeah, that was a typo. Which I have determined that it is actually, oh, come on. I can, so I set it up so you can like choose your team and also like play it without a team preference where you don't set anything and it's purely random. And sure enough, normal Gaussian distribution proves itself again. But also, I'm not that much better than random. Like I am better than random after I ran through several simulations, but I'm not that much better than random. Like it's actually fairly like if you just like let it do its thing and just get ties, you will. This is way harder without a mouse. You will end up like moving up and down. So yeah. So that is my attempt to not win, but stay exactly at 50% for 22 simulations. And you still end up doing that soccer thing where you're like, oh wait, I have to be actively pushing other teams' matches in a certain direction, up or down, based on who else is playing. So you still end up doing that soccer math. Yes, so that is my playoff bubble game.
Alright. So our game is called Soggy Froggy. You're boiling frogs, but they like it. And you're basically managing the temperature of the bath to be ideal for the frog. So it naturally goes to the hot side when you don't press, when you press, it goes to the cold side. And you gotta hit each of the points. And as the game goes on, it gets harder, it gets easier. Please them and when you hit the points perfectly, then you get a perfect.
We do have 2 endings. Quickly show if you ordered.
I'd like to start with a heartfelt apology to all of my team members for my cavalier approach to version control and the concept of time. So here we have 2 EXEs. You're going to have to imagine them smashed together. It will be very obvious. First off, we'll have Eddie walk through the menu flip.
So to provide some background for our game, we took the approach of, like, the concept of the entire jam being bubbles, we took the approach of Gatcha bubbles in terms of, there's, in Japan, there's these machines called Gatcha Pawns, right? That you can, like, turn and they'll drop a capsule that has, like, a toy in them. So we thought that we'd explore that general concept and pair it alongside another concept that we had, where we had this general idea about like a blowgun that would that you could charge and that would emit a bubble that could capture enemies. So we decided to like put both of those into the same game. The screens that you're gonna see are gonna be kind of rough because the entire process of jamming everything together in like the last couple hours was hard. But anyways, let's just go through the build. I'm gonna show the UI first. That encapsulates the entire like situation. This is just an example splash screen. We didn't get to like replace a lot of these assets.
That's his glitch city.
But yeah, this is Gatcha Pop. So we have like a general like source screen. Most of these things are like coming soon assets just because we didn't get time to like replace it. We have the credits scene like implemented at the moment so you can see who all worked on the art. We had a really large team. And we can technically go into the game. So the core of the game, which you'll see more of later, is pretty much just going around and shooting and bubbling like various enemies in the environment. This is an early prototype of what we had. And then the development quickly branched off into two different like spheres because having so many people on a project is like really hard to like manage. So we just ended up with two different builds, one with the stuff outside the world and one with the stuff inside of the world. So I'm gonna collect all these cubes. In the process of merging the two, we have the system to where everything that you bubble in the game comes back to you in the Gatcha Pop like machine. Right, so if I press a debug button that I so clearly had, we'll then go to the Gatcha Pop machine, which like shows you pretty much everything that you've collected in the game. And yeah, like everything else like follows through, and then you end up with your score, and like this would be filled with additional orbs. And it takes you back to the main menu. You use your score for the shop stuff, and yeah, we'll have Taylor or Shay show you how the actual game works.
Yeah. And you can look forward to the next Bring Your Own Game, where we will hopefully combine these things and do a little more spit, shine, and polish if we can.
Hey, hi guys, I'm Shay. I'll be showing off the actual game part where we do the scores.
See, the concept is you're inside the Gatcha Pop machine. See the plastic siding there. You're running around inside, and then there are cranes that drop toys. You can also bounce off your own bubbles. And so there are score zones. There's one in the middle there. You can try and drop those toys into. There are also a couple on the sides. And those are the things that you will score. You'll come and see them later once you get to the results screen. And yeah, we also spent a lot of time working on some movement tech.
Oh my God. You got this. Oh.
Let's not try not to crash. Yeah. There should be some falling down now. Are they not coming through as just the robot? Oh, there's a cannon. There's the dinosaur. The dinosaur has a top hat and a monocle. Oh, there we go. We were working on a component system where each enemy would have its own, like we could attach guns to it, and those guns would shoot you, but you could shoot the guns off and score those individually. We had some ambitions and systems that are in there in some form or another. There we go.
So we made a fishy game where you play as a HazCat, a hazmat cat, where you fish up fish in a radioactive lake. Day one, fish some fish, you silly HazCat bird. Hey there, Captain HazCat. This lake sure is pretty green. It's your job to catch Okay. So now we're on day 2. It's the last day. We're gonna catch some fish. That's the silly HazCat. You made it to the second day, HazCat. Can I get a meow? And again, catch those fish by casting your bobber where the fish is gonna be. Casting on top of it will scare them away. Now, HazCat, if you were really, really hot sand, what would you say? Let me be clear. By HazCat. Stay cute, collected HazCat, catches radioactive fish for civilization. Alright, let's see if there's any new fish in these waters. Okay. Oh, we got the Brawlers. Okay, keeper.
They're eager today.
There's a lot of fish. We're gonna clean up this lake though. We got the water. Let's get them. Okay. Mr. Whiskers. Oh, let's see if we can get one right here. Big horse again, okay. One better. Oh, we did on top of them. You can't do that. Thanks, play HazCat.
Alright, so yeah, I thought it would be fun to try to come up with like some third person movement mechanic using like a bubble. The whole idea was like you would run in, you jump into the bubble, it would carry your momentum, but like with less gravity. And so just start playing it. Can I get a little more juice?
Red one?
Yeah. That's alright. So it turns out it really sucks jumping from one floating thing in 3D space to another floating thing in 3D space. Luckily I kept this like pretty short. Let's see. Oh god. Alright, so I thought about fixing this, but it's like way funnier. Actually, I want to turn it down. And then this is where I gave up designing the level. Just trying to get to the end fast. Whoa. Oh no! Okay. As I said, jumping between two floating 3D things with no real depth perception is a bad idea. Oh, okay. I have a way to cheat if this takes a couple more tries. Oh my god. Okay. See, the trick is I have to wait till the last minute, last second, really get underneath it, and then it should pop me up. Okay. I have no change in my game plan here. my game. Thanks.